Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eris Academy, where you are going to learn to accept your status as an heir of God, find your purpose, and to live a fulfilled life. My name is Jasmine. I'm your head mistress, which just means I'm going to be guiding you along in the process from living a boring, mundane life that you cannot stand to a life you're absolutely obsessed with. So, if this is sounding like your vibe, do not forget to hit like, subscribe, and also leave your favorite color heart in the comments below. That way I can know that you're here and you're vibing along with me. And today we're doing a life audit because how are you going to fix your life if you don't know what you need to fix? So we're currently in our 101 series. Our 101 series is here to equip you to feel like an heir of God. So if you missed any of those videos, don't forget to go back. Actually, over the last couple of months, we've been going through different 101s and the pillars of Christianity, womanhood, and refinement. And today we are in a refinement, which is like self-help, but we're in a refinement aspect of our 101 series. This 101 is so important for your whole overall life. This is going to be a very quick and to the point video because honestly, it is just a bunch of questions that you can either ask yourself and kind of sit with, or that you can journal. It's going to help you reset your life to where it needs to be. That way you can be back on like a certain path. So to start off, you're going to ask yourself, what goals do I actually have for myself? Like if you look at your current life, what are you actually trying to achieve? At Eris Academy, like here with us, it is very important that we are intentional with our lives. If you let life happen to you, life will happen to you and it will feel like life is happening to you. Things will just pop up and opportunities. And it's not that you're not under the protection of God. And it's not that God's not going to take care of you if you just let life happen to you. But it's more so like the intentionality behind it is going to allow you to propel forward in a direction. Like we don't want to just kind of sit around aimlessly, just doing whatever just pops up. Going in a direction can sometimes seem scary because it's like, what if it doesn't work out? Or what if that's not the path that God has for me? God can redirect you to whatever path you need to go to. But He wants us to have goals, He wants us to have direction. I will find the Bible verse that talks about how important it is to have direction in life, and I'll put it here. But it's very, very important that we have direction in our life. So if you look at your life currently, what goals do you have? And the thing is this is okay if your goals are surface level at first. Sometimes when you look at goals, it is all about, oh, I need more money so that I can go on more vacations. Oh, I need more money. Usually it's around money. Oh, I need more money so I can buy this or so I can have this. And I don't want you to feel disconnected from those things and those desires to have. But I also want you to go deeper. There's certain things that we classify as desires that are actually needs. So the deeper desires are, or the deeper needs. I need to be able to fix my attachment style because it's affecting all the relationships I have around me. Work on my forgiveness. I need to get closer to God. I need to be a kinder person. Like these sorts of things where you do a deep introspective look on yourself. What do I actually need to get better at? And what do I actually need in my life to feel secure? Because this, regardless of the things that you get and the vacations you go on, eventually you have to go back to your life. So, what in your life is causing you distress that you can work on having a goal to fix? Because you can fix those things. You can fix anxiety. You can fix your attachment styles. You can fix the way that you present in the world. It's possible. That's why we're here. So, there's a couple areas of your life that you can look at to have goals in. And these are the questions that we're going to go through for each one, starting with spiritual. Things that can help you acclimate to feeling like, okay, where am I spiritually? Do I feel close to God? What did it feel like when I felt close to God? Have I ever felt close to God? What is closeness to God? Is that a desire of mine to actually feel close to God? Where does it feel like God is having me move? Like, what direction do I feel like He's consistently pushing me in? Where if I just settle for a second, I can feel that He's moving me in a direction. What season does God have me in right now? And how are my actions and attitudes in that season? Like, how am I handling the season that I'm currently in? Am I rushing past it? Am I trying to get past it? There is this quote from the book that I was reading recently, and I just loved it so much. I'm also going to put that here. But it's just like, it was talking about how we just need to like be able to sit in the discomfort, and we can't rush past those things. We're waiting for the future to happen. And even when things are uncomfortable right now, it's still important to sit in the feelings of right now and that discomfort. It's only going to last for a little bit, but sit in it, stop resisting it, and then you can find the beauty in where you are. But am I in a waiting season? Am I in a season of acceleration? Am I in a season of grieving? Am I in, there's also my favorite Bible verse is Ecclesiastes 3:1, where it says, "'Tis everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under the heavens." And there is like that whole chapter is like, there's a time to be born, there's a time to die, there's a time for this, there's a time for that. And so you're going to be constantly in a season, and that is absolutely okay to be in that season. You're not going to be in it forever. Winter doesn't last forever. We're coming into spring. Thank God. But like, you're not always going to be in a rough season if you are currently in one, and you're not always going to be in a great season. So while you're in a great season, prepare for the rough ones. Get your spiritual armor up, like get yourself set up so that that way when you hit a rough season, it doesn't feel like it completely knocks you off kilter. You want to work on building those roots when you're in a good season too. And then when you're in a rough season, you're just going to work on standing and staying. There's a lot of Bible verses that just talk about just being able to stand. And that's all you have to do because God is fighting your battles for you. And then the last one on a spiritual level is, what kind of inner issues am I working through right now? Like I said, am I working on being bolder? Am I working on being kinder? Am I working on healing an attachment style? Am I working on healing the love I have with myself? There's always something to work on internally. Second area we're going to look at is health. So with health, you're going to ask, what does my body feel like right now? Like, am I feeling stressed, overwhelmed, like mentally? But then on a physical level, do I feel bloated? Do any of my bodies have any aches and pains? Do I feel like I'm constantly in a state of stress and rush and trying to survive? If you are, just like take a deep breath. But where in my body do I feel great, and where in my body do I feel like I can improve? That way you can actually have goals to improve those specific things. Do I feel strong? Do I feel healthy? Do I feel achy? Like, what's going on actually in my body? What can I be working on to improve right now? Like, just little steps. We don't have to completely change our lives and completely do makeovers. What's a little thing that you can do? Like for me right now, I am in just a season of like prepping my body for a certain thing that I hope to happen in life. And so I'm like, okay, what can I do to prep my body to be physically strong for this season? It doesn't have to be, let me fix every single thing at the same time, because honestly, that's going to stress you out and it's not sustainable. Three, or third category, is your career slash purpose. Good question to ask. Am I doing something in my purpose every day? Like, where am I moving towards my purpose every day? Do I feel like my career, this is a bonus one, do I feel like my career is my purpose? And if so, great. Do I want to change that? And if not, do I want to change that? Do I want my career and my purpose to be the same thing? Because it doesn't necessarily have to be. But if your career is taking up so much time that you can't operate in your purpose, something to evaluate. And then, what direction are my current actions walking me towards, and how can I change that direction? Like, am I actually moving forward in the direction of purpose? Next category, family and friends. Which family and friends are bringing me energy, and which family and friends are draining me? Another follow-up question to that is, am I called to still be present in the season of the person that is draining me? Because sometimes we're like, oh, if this person is draining me, then they got to go. Sometimes God asks you to be there for people through their rougher seasons. And just because it's a season where they're draining you, that's why you don't always get filled up by other people. You can get filled up by God and then go pour out to those other people. Then you go get filled up by God, or you ask God to overflow you so you have that extra energy in that time. It's important to be there for people, and we kind of breeze by it where it's like, oh, they're taking up my energy. They're going through a rough season. I got to go. And that's not what we're called to be as heirs of God, as God's daughters. We're called to be able to stand between the gap for some people, to be able to pray for them, to be able to help them, still with boundaries sometimes, but like, we're called to be there for people. But follow up question to that, which people are God calling you to let go? And are you holding on to something that God is telling you to let go of? Another question, how can you pray for people better? Like, what do the people in your life actually need? We're called to be prayer warriors. That's part of our task as being daughters of God. We have that connection with God. How can I actually activate that portion of my purpose and of my calling? How can I activate that better? Is it asking people or is it listening better? Like, how can we activate that? And then who do you feel like you need to invest more time in? Our relationships are, as you guys know, I love relationships in general, not just romantic relationships, but friendships and families. Who do you need to invest more time in, and what does that look like? Does it look like being available for more calls or more text messages or going out more, spending a little bit more money so you can spend more time with people going out? Who do you need to invest more time? Guys, I am so sorry, but I reached a couple of technical difficulties while I was making this video, so it got cut a bit short. So for the remainder of the questions, feel free to check the description box and they are all there. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.